Are you struggling with hair loss? Well, before you give up and start rocking that bald look, get yourself a box of Novaxidil. It's the only clinically proven triple action hair loss treatment on the market. It has 5% minoxidil, which is the gold standard for regrowth. But minoxidil alone will not prevent further loss. For that, Novaxidil uses DHT blocker ketoconazole with added nicotinamide, vitamin K, biotin, and collagen peptides. Basically, every single ingredient you could possibly think of in one product. So stop rubbing peppermint oil behind your ears and get something that works. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Novaxidil.
Luke,
Yo.
what happened last week, bro? You were
Oh,
hung up.
shoot. No, new shift, so I have to get over to work now. I'm working overnights again. I'm on the way there now.
Oh, how did you go from nights to day shifts to nights?
Yeah, because I rotate every 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
So,
My job, if you want the night shift, they rotate every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We lost Luke already.
Once I qualify, I'll have a set shift.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Luke.
Working on pension number 2. That's what
Nice.
I'm doing.
Oh shit. Oh.
Luke, were you at the gym when Guy was there?
No, I missed it. I missed that day.
Dude, Guy was an old training partner of mine. What's up, Dorian? Guy was an old training partner of mine.
Yeah. What's up, Dorian?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Dorian?
He said I heard it was you, him, and Greg.
Yeah, we were some squad back then, dude.
Guy who? You're not talking about Sister Nina, are you?
No, Guy DeCasey.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, dude, Guy DeCasey, when I first went to Diamond Gym, he was, him and Johnny Morant were the names. There was a couple others also, some top amateurs, and but Guy was on the verge of getting his pro card. He was a middleweight, but dude, one of the best shaped guys of that era. He had high lats, but dude, he had big calves, sweeping thighs, fucking great shoulders and arms. Abs, like it's just for fucking badass abs. And
they said he peeled off and he was still shredded. He peeled off.
Yeah, dude, he was like that. He had these hamstrings, dude. Like you could see him through his pants. Like it was fucking these knots, these cords that just popped out. And for a guy who was only, dude, I think he competed 176, 174 pounds. Dude, he looked like a monster on stage, dude. He was maybe a little taller than me, maybe 5'6".
Wow. Did he ever get a pro card?
He got his pro card at the USA. Actually, me and Greg, I think we drove out to North Carolina. It was in Raleigh, North Carolina back in dude, it might have been, what year was it? Was it 90 or 80? I don't remember. No, I graduated in 9. It had to have been like 93, 92, whatever year it was. But it was 1 year that they gave pro cards out to 3 winners at the USA. It's before they started going crazy and giving them out to everybody, but It was only the overall winner at the USA. But this 1 year, like we're going to give out 3 pro cards to the top 3 in the overall. So, dude, it was a huge year. So everybody was out to get it because some of the smaller guys, the only shot you had was at the Nationals getting your weight class,
right?
Victory to get a pro card because nobody else got them back then.
Very cool. I know it was no joke back then. It was a big difference. Couple of quick announcements. Lee Priest is on tour in the UK, so he's not going to be joining us till he gets back from the UK, and he's in Australia because he's 6 hours ahead in the UK. So it's like 2:00 in the morning now over there. So he's and when he's in Australia, I think he's like 14 hours ahead. So it's like the next morning or something like that. So it works out perfectly. So he won't be around, but we got our regular crew. Dorian, what's up, man?
I have an announcement.
Go ahead.
This Sunday at Armbrust Pro Gym, we're holding an NPC competitors workshop. There's going to be some expert judges. Branch Warren's going to be in the house.
Really?
So if anybody's in the Colorado or in the area and wants to come attend, it's a free workshop at Armbrust Pro Gym, 10 o'clock, Sunday the 19th.
That's pretty cool. What do you guys do there?
Basically just introduce the sport to people who don't know us so well.
Yeah.
We've got the new division out with this fitness model division.
Yeah.
Cover the criteria, what they look for in every division, including that one. And just kind of help new competitors understand the process of what it's like to be on stage and what the competition is going to look like.
Right. Very cool, man. I like those workshops. I got a friend that goes to like all of them. Ian, you know him, Orange.
He's a good guy. He is a good guy, dude.
He is.
Dude, he loves the sport. Thank you.
Yeah, he invites me to go all the time, but it's usually like a Saturday, and Saturdays are rough for me because more times than not I'm working on a Saturday. But speaking of work, I just got over fucking COVID.
What?
Yeah. Last week I was getting sick. I'm like, I think I'm just getting a cold. So I just kept going to work. No big deal.
Spreading it to everybody. What do you give a shit?
Yeah, okay. So then Friday comes and I'm like, what the fuck, right? I'm like, holy shit. Tried going to the gym, forget it. It was impossible. I went home. Yo, I got wrecked this weekend. And then Saturday, I was like, I gotta go to CVS. I gotta whatever, get some Robitussin.
Get the Paxlovid.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you got to take that within the first day or two, I think.
And so I go to CVS and I was like, I see the COVID test. I'm like, all right, let me take it. So I take it, do the whole thing. Anyway, it comes up positive, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Now, the only good thing is at my job, they don't want you at work if you have COVID, so they give you a week off with pay if you have COVID. So I don't go back to work till Monday, but the only thing is now that I'm feeling better, I'm getting cabin fever and I can't stay in the house. I'm like, it's like if they would let me go back to work tomorrow, I'd go. But yeah, I'm still a little congested, but everything for the most part.
I mean, they had it.
I started getting it last week, but I just thought it was a cold,
I've had something for no shit, dude, for probably a month and a half.
It's you know what it is? I think I say when you're old, it just lingers, doesn't go anywhere.
I've heard stories. I got a little sick not too long ago. It seems like right after that, everybody in my gym was sick. Like everybody's had it.
Yeah.
Something's around. It's just a seasonal thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. And this is like the third time I got COVID since it was invented in 2000. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so I've been thinking I gotta really spruce up my my subscribers on this channel, man. So I've been trying to think of a way to quickly spruce up. I'm like, I have to pick somebody.
Take your dick out?
Yeah, that would work. That would work. I gotta pick somebody I could beat up.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta pick somebody I could beat up in the bodybuilding world. But I don't know who I could beat up. Like but it can't be like I can't do a Wes Watson and like just beat somebody up because then I look like the bad guy. So somebody has to start with me. So I'm thinking
that Spanish girl.
Yeah, beat the shit out of her. But I was thinking his aunts could come with me to like one of these gyms or
This ain't the old days, dude.
And he could tell somebody at the gym that I talked about his mother. And it was like that guy, and then he'll come over to me like wanting to fight me, and then I'll kick his ass, and it looks like I'm completely innocent.
You do it nowadays.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe one of those handicap guys, with the wheelchair. I could kick their ass, no question about it. You guys are fucked up. You got problems. The thing is, this time of year, I don't know what the hell to talk about. I mean, it's like we're gonna be talking about the Arnold Classic, and who else after the Arnold?
Sean Ray's battling with Chris Aceto now, right?
Yeah.
You see that? It's a hot topic.
Yeah, that which is a joke. Sean Ray just has to shut up. Like seriously, just shut up.
Leave my Sean alone.
Yeah, it's not 1990 anymore. Everybody has a coach now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's the days of people not having coaches are over. Everybody has a coach. Every shit at an NPC class has a coach.
Hey, Bo.
Big Bo. Oh, that's a nice shirt, bro.
What's going on, girls?
That
looks
shirt
better
is
on him.
dope.
Look at that.
That is a nice shirt. You know what that shirt reminds me of? I'll tell you, actually. I saw that girl that lives across the street from me, Arns.
Which one?
The one I keep telling you about. Right. Bo, so
You're in trouble.
yeah, that's okay. So Bo, do you know when you see a girl like with a sweatshirt on, like a hoodie sweatshirt, and you could still see she's got big titties?
Yep.
And you're like, get through a camo pullover sweatshirt that's 2 sizes too big on her, and you could still see she's got big titties, and you're like, God damn.
Ain't nothing wrong with looking at some titties. Ain't nothing wrong with looking at titties.
So I just went home and looked up a lot of big boob Latinas, a lot of Latinas, and just I had no choice. I just had to fucking.
Did you switch hands though? You know, one side go bigger now. You don't switch hands.
I can't do anything with this left hand. It's like a cerebral palsy hand. It doesn't.
You better reverse it, then. Turn your hand another way. You gotta go that way. Go that way.
Oh shit! All right. After the Arnold, what shows do we have after the Arnold? We got Pittsburgh.
Boy.
That's it.
And hold on, when is the Detroit before Arnold or after?
Yeah, the Detroit Pro. When is that?
The Detroit they're all after the Arnold.
They're a week apart.
Are they? So then Detroit might be right after the Arnold.
Dude,
so
the Arnold's going to be good. Are you going?
You're all stacked.
Are you going?
Me? Oh, no, I'm not going.
No.
I know Lee's going to be there, but he gets all expenses paid because he's a big shot. Anybody else?
Bo, you going? Doran, you guys going or no?
I might be there though.
Let me know if you go, Bo. I mean, but let me know if you head out there.
Okay.
Why you're going for business?
Yeah, I always go, but I go the week before. I travel the week out. I drive out and I hit all my accounts like through Pennsylvania and into Ohio, and then I get to Columbus like Thursday night, and I'll probably just go to the expo Friday morning, and then dude, it's like 9 hours driving back, so I head back. I don't stay for the whole circus, but
when you have to drive that far, do you just drive straight through?
Well, I've done that before, but I have stops along the way.
Oh, that's good.
So the first night I get through Pittsburgh, and I'll stay in like the eastern part of Ohio because I have a couple accounts out there. Then I'll head up towards Cleveland, that area. Then I'll head down, and then I'll get into Columbus. I mean, it'll be like probably 3 or 4 nights that I'm breaking up the drive. But the way home is straight, and yeah, I take that straight. That sucks.
Yeah, 9 hours in a car, and you're by yourself?
Dude, I've driven home from Kentucky. It took me 13 hours. I did it straight by myself, yeah.
Fuck that shit, man.
At night.
Are you like a zombie when you get home? I mean, you got to be...
No, so here's what's great. Anybody that's driven long distance, when I drive during the day, dude, I'll fall asleep behind the wheel.
Oh.
I'll fucking start nodding out because it's exhausting. But at night... Dude, you got there's lights going on, these big trucks. You're fucking on edge because everybody drives like an asshole. There's construction going on everywhere, so you're really on your toes. So, dude, when I get to my final wherever I'm heading, dude, I'm fucking wired. Like, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I just drank a 6-pack of stimulant energy drinks or something, you know, and I need like a couple hours just to calm down before I fall asleep.
You gotta drink some Mission, not Rogue, Mission. You still selling the Mission?
Yeah, still got it. Dude, the Rogue's doing good. That's taking over.
Yeah, Rogue is pretty good, but you want that crazy Mission too.
Yeah. I'll send you some Adderall. You gotta try that.
What the hell is that? Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you actually, since this is actually a pretty good topic. I started drinking like a greens drink every day. What's the benefits besides the obvious?
So the good thing about the greens drinks is that you waste a lot of money. That's probably the best thing about these greens drink. Dude, they're marketed for people who don't eat a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
So, but the real bioavailability of these, dude, if you eat a cup of broccoli, you'll get more out of that than 5 servings, 6 servings of your. Yeah, dude.
They selling it on because they're trying to put out antioxidant in.
Yeah.
That's what they really basically trying to sell it on.
So but Bo's right. They market it on that. Oh, you don't eat your greens, you don't eat your reds, you don't eat this. So you're missing your nutrient value. You're not getting the antioxidants. But when you get it in a dehydrated form that's been processed and made that way to sell, the bioavailability is just fucking gone, dude. It's like eating a McDonald's French fry and say, "Hey, I'm using this for the carbs." You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's no carbs. It's just shit.
I wasted $52 basically.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
I mean, it's better than nothing if you can't get any. That's why I don't make one, dude. I don't believe in them.
But it's like you got to take, instead of one scoop, you really need to take 2 scoops though.
Well, you need to pour the water in the canister and just shake it up and drink the whole thing.
Really? Dorian, does anybody have a different opinion on it?
I like them. I mean, they're like Jason said, it's so processed. It has to take away from the bioavailability. It's good for somebody who doesn't take anything at all. But
yeah, so for people who don't
special or like a superfood.
Yeah.
Right. So for people who don't eat right, will they get something out of it? Yeah. But dude, to waste $52, just fucking eat a salad. Get some broccoli, get some green beans, get some, you get more out of you'll get more out of the skin of a sweet potato than a whole tub of those things.
Oh, broccoli gives me gas.
Eat spinach.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good, yeah, you're right.
Kale, spinach. I mean, all the shit's really unappealing, but and the greens things, dude, it's like to put that flavoring in and the malic acid and the citric acid to flavor it, dude, all that acidity breaks down the nutrient value also. So it's like they want the flavor right so it tastes good, but the stuff they put in there to make it taste good actually denatures the product.
Yeah. So I'm throwing this shit out.
You sell it or give it away. Don't throw it away.
I got like half of it already. I drank half of it already.
Put it in little baggies and sell it as like some kind of green new
yeah. Buddha sacks.
Check this out.
Dime bags, Buddha sacks.
Put it on
Dorian, what kind of supplements do you use? I think we talked about this once before, but I don't remember.
Well, I'm sponsored by Perfect Sports Nutrition.
Okay.
So they keep me pretty well supplied. But Arch was kind enough to send me some iPrevail supplements recently. I tried the Forge, the pre-workout, which I think is really intelligent design. Like you said in the previous podcast, there's 6 different pathways to create that maximum pump effect. Then there's the Rehab.
The intro. How do you like that?
I think everything in terms of the ingredient list is good and effective. In terms of the taste.
What flavors you get?
Looks like fruit punch.
Oh, the Maui Blast. You don't like that one?
You can take. Here's the thing. I remember Kevin Lavone talking about supplement once, and he's like, supplements aren't supposed to taste good. What I can taste of that is the amino acids.
Yeah, so it's the methionine and the leucine that's in there because I use heavier doses. But dude, that's the shit that makes it work.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the I've had the
yeah. That's actually good. You smart though, for real. I see that.
No, it's ours is his line is like his line is really, really good. Like it's
I'll never sacrifice quality and delivery and for what you get out of products to be one of these flavor companies that reaches the middle of the road guy that does it taste good? Like, what you guys just said, like if you're taking something based upon taste, you're taking it for the wrong reasons. Right. Now, again, if I want to hit a different market, I do have to pay more. And I am working on new flavors for the Rehab, and I'm doing a V2 on the Forge. Wait till you taste the new ones. They'll be out probably next month. Right. A V2, but 6 new flavors. But dude, you got to pay. To get these flavors right, to overcome, like Bo was just saying, the amino acids, the methionine, the leucine, even some of the pump components, dude, they just don't fucking taste good. But you got to pay extra for these flavoring houses. They know how to mask it properly. It just costs you more money. So I'm going the extra mile on this run, and it's going to be flavor based, but still same type of delivery.
Remember Dorian Yates had his products like that.
Oh, horrible, right? They tasted horrible.
He said he tell you my product ain't for you if you want a good taste.
Yeah.
Right. My stuff tastes like chunk bowl. He like, so if you want a good taste, stay away from mine.
Right.
If I ever put out a supplement line, I would try to make it affordable, which means I would make it cheaper and it would be better tasting. So that I feel like if I sell a product for like $50, I feel like I would be robbing somebody, even though I know the majority of that money goes into. I would try to make it affordable. I'm not saying you, like just me, you know, because I thought about it, you know, when I get to a certain when I get to a certain, you know, subscriber, and then I could actually maybe make my own supplement line, but I would try to make it. This is what I was thinking. All right. Here's what I was thinking. You tell me, Owens, if you think this is a good idea. I make one line that's affordable, right? I call it serious supplements, right? I make it affordable. And then if that does well, then I'll do like a serious supplement line, like Black Label, and then really like kind of like do something like you do where you put a lot of time and effort into the quality of the product, but it's a lot more expensive. I don't know. What do you think?
But once you make something that tastes good and is cheaper, and then you make something that's more expensive, it doesn't taste so good, but it's a better product. People are not going to buy that. They're not going to buy that.
Yeah, right. I'll just keep with the cheap shit then.
Well, yeah, so the argument on that is, excuse me, is that if you make something, well, it depends if you're trying to sell direct to consumer, like just online,
yeah,
or if you're trying to sell to see. I'm a retail company, so I'm 85% of my sales are through retail. I'm trying to build the direct to consumer because there's more profits. And what's great about direct to consumer, if you sell just online, is you cut out the retail store. So if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, I make a product that costs me $20 to make. If I'm in a retail store, I have to sell it to them for something where they could make money and they could sell it. So if I pay 20 for it, I sell it to them for 30. They put it on the shelf for 50. They're making $20, right? Most stores like to make at least 50% margin, so they're looking to double their money. But if you're just direct to consumer and you make it for 20, you could sell it for 40 online. Right. If that's just your market, if that's what you're going after. If you're going after direct to consumer, then dude, you could actually make a good product, a decent product, and still make a decent. The thing is, building direct to consumer takes a long time.
Yeah.
And it's tougher because now everybody's direct to consumer. So what's going to get somebody to buy yours as opposed to the other 20 million emails they get a day and the 80 other people that are in their Instagram feed,
right,
where they're suffocated with it nonstop, you know?
Yeah. Like that's why I would really wait till I have a significant amount of subscribers before I would put any kind of money or thought or emphasis into that, because what's the point, right?
Well, no, you can do it though. Just think about it. When back in the day when people used to make records, how they sold their records?
They just pass out cassettes.
Like you can always say, I thought about it because I went to people's and talked to the people. I know the prices on, you know what I'm saying? Like he was saying, how do you can, you know what I'm saying, make a supplement. It's actually very affordable, you know what I'm saying? If you do it like the old school way.
Right.
You can sell it out your trunk. Take your bottle or something, give people a sample of this right here. You can sell it out your car, really, and make 100, you know what I'm saying, % profit.
Because I don't charge.
Just trying to get worldwide with it, you know what I'm saying, or state to state. Now, if you got good people from one state, like 3 states around you, you know what I'm saying, they can buy your product. Really, that's all you need.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not looking to break the bank. Just make an extra income. But yeah, I think that's probably a direction that I'm going to go in. Also, another direction I'm going to go in is a paid. But again, it's not going. It'll be like $5 a month. I'm not looking to rip anybody off. But a YouTube subscriber edition where I'll give like workouts. You can watch me work out in the gym, workout tips, so on and so forth. Oh, there we go. That's what we could talk about. Just hit me. Is anybody else getting annoyed at Nick Trigili's posts on Instagram?
Annoyed? Like currently just starting to be annoyed?
Yeah.
This guy sucked from the moment I started following him. He's so fucking negative. I mean, he critiques Dorian Yates on how to do pull downs.
Yeah.
It's
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Every time he pops up, it's just like he's just shitting on somebody working out. And now if he watches it, he's going to pull one of mine up and fucking shit on me. and then
Dude,
hold
people
it.
still follow him. I saw one today. He was commenting on some 80-year-old guy doing
I
the
saw
dumbbell
that. Yeah.
presses. Did you see it? Did you read any of the comments?
No,
So if you read the comments, dude, everybody shits on Nick,
really.
Yeah.
but they
Wow.
still comment. Dude, he
It's
don't
still,
care.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
Right.
the first thing somebody wrote, because Nick was like, you know, this guy's wasting his time. I don't agree with what he's doing. And somebody's like, well, Nick, what do you agree with?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't agree with anybody, like he's like you were giving like Ronnie Coleman shit, an 8-time Mr. Olympia for something, or talking about Dorian or whatever he was talking about, but if you read his comments, it's everybody like spewing on Nick because it's the same shit over and over. But dude, the reality is, who knows if that's Nick's real opinion?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
probably not.
Yeah.
Because dude, that was fucking impressive seeing that guy do that shit.
Yeah, that's what I
do
said.
that. Like I wouldn't do that shit anymore,
Yeah, when
But good for that guy.
Y'all know how to get likes and comments and drive your, stuff up. I can get on there and say something about y'all. You can say something about me.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
hit it. We finna hit it then. You know what I'm saying? Then somebody else come in on there and join in with, I agree with him or I agree with him.
Yeah. But Nick is a genius at it. He's a genius at being a prick.
Yeah.
He really is. And he doesn't give a shit. When he had his YouTube channel, remember when he took a shit on me? When I interviewed Hunter? Shit all over me.
Like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah. It was when before he got kicked off the channel. And I didn't say anything until he got kicked off the channel. When he got kicked off the channel, I made a video and I was like, well, what's a better time to kick a man but when he's down? But because I had asked him to come on, right? And I think you're right, Owens. I think it's all an act because I had asked him to come on after he got kicked off YouTube. And I said to him, listen, I know you and I had, problems in the past, but and he goes right away, he messaged me back, he goes, I don't have a problem with you. And I'm like, well, you could have fucking fooled me.
Right. Yeah, dude, it's all like it's all for like.
Yeah.
So did you watch Bill Burr at all?
Oh yeah.
So he was just talking. He's talking about the fires, in California, because he just had to evacuate his house, but he didn't get damaged.
Yeah.
And he's like, what I love is these people on social media. He's like, everybody's a fucking fire expert.
Yeah.
He's like, I think they did a fucking great job. Well, why weren't they taking water from the ocean? He's like, how the fuck did they saw a video on something? But the point is, he goes, all you have to do is put something out there and just sit back and let the trolls just fucking go.
It. Yeah.
Make a comment about Trump. Make a comment about this one. And people will just fucking go nuts.
Yeah.
And Nick made a comment about this guy.
Yeah.
But dude, the feed is now like this with all the comments on it.
Yeah,
so he knows how to work it, dude.
Yeah, there's no question about it. But it's getting to the point where I don't even watch his videos on Instagram. I flip right through them because it's just somebody and he's just shit on somebody's form. Look, everybody knows I'm not a big fan of Mark Lobliner, right? But Lobliner was doing shoulder presses on a machine. It was like one of those plate loaded machines. And, the machine gives you its own form. I mean, it's not like you have to think about it, right? And Nick was shitting on him doing that. And I look, and I'm like, how? I mean, it's up and down. I don't know what the hell else you want him to do. I don't. But
the elbows ain't right.
Yeah, it just. Yeah, Here's what I think. I think he started off like probably, getting on some people that really didn't know, and then he just ran out of footage, and he decided, well, this is working. I might as well just go.
John, like even the most creative people in the world, dude. At some point, it's got to get tough, right? So, if you're like, John, you got to post something today. Go fucking find it and post it. What are you gonna do? All right, here's this 80-year-old guy. All right, I might as well shit on him. See what I could stir up. Like, how else are you gonna find? And what's he surfing the web looking for shit like this? Like, how does he even? I'm sure nobody sent this to him,
right?
And say, hey Nick, take a look at this. What's your comments on this 80-year-old doing this? Like, he's out there religiously looking for stuff that he could post to get these reactions. Like, this is how he earns his living now. So God bless him.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't have the wherewithal to do that.
No.
I just wouldn't be able to spend hours looking for a video where somebody does a set somewhat, some way, somehow, and then just all my European bodybuilders. This is a great supplement line, AmericanSups.com. That's American-SUPPS.com. They have a great lineup. Believe me, you won't be disappointed. Go to their website, use discount code SAS10. They have an extensive line of supplements and workout gear. SAS10, AmericanSups.com. You will not be disappointed. Just critique it and shit all over. I just wouldn't be able to do. Maybe if I was desperate, like I didn't have my regular 9-to-5 job, actually it's 7 to 3, but maybe, but I just couldn't, like, how much time and effort is got to take to do that? He's really on a mission. Jesus Christ.
Well, he finds a perfect, a perfect setting for this. And what I mean by that is, you could, like you just mentioned with Loveliner with the shoulder press machine, like you could find any exercise, and all 5 of us on this podcast right now will have our own form of doing it.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. You're
Now,
right.
and they'll all be slightly different, right? And none of us are wrong.
Yeah.
None of us are performing them wrong, unless it's like really fucking sloppy and
Right.
whatever, and you're twisting and momentum, But if you're doing the movement, we're all going to do it based upon our biomechanics. Some people like their elbows out. Some people like them in. You could have a shoulder injury, and I have a rotator cuff injury, so I can't go wide or I can't go in. So he's watching this guy do it, and it might not be right for Nick, but it's right for the person doing it.
Yeah.
So you could kind of create an argument for anybody on form, and that's what he's good at.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, man.
I said you gonna talk about form. Look at Brent Warren videos.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there ain't nothing you can argue about. You can't argue about nothing with him because his body.
Yeah, Branch Ryan and Johnny Jackson. You're right. He could have a field day with them. Why doesn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe
you can't argue that. Look at him. Look how Brent's turned out, though.
Yeah, right. And Johnny Jackson. Yeah, absolutely.
Monsters.
Yeah. Those guys are just destined to be fucking monsters. It's just unbelievable. Arnold used to work out like that, like a lunatic.
I had good form, but here's the reality, and then Luke knows from guys at Diamond and stuff that we've done and doing, there's certain guys that are just genetically, predispositioned that all they have to do is create stimulus.
No.
Like look at Ronnie did not have great form.
Oh yeah.
No.
There's a lot of guys that actually didn't have great form.
Yeah.
But dude, they stimulate the muscle, and because of their genetics and because of their predisposition, they fucking grow. You know?
They can look at weights and grow. Lee Priest was that way. Kevin Levrone was that way. It was, who else was that way? Remember Leon Brown? Yeah. Leon Brown used to go
he wasn't a freak though. He had good shape, but he was still under 200 pounds.
Leon Brown used to go into Hump and Iron Gym, and he used to do nothing but chest and buys.
Yeah.
Every day chest and buys. Nothing else. And then
he got that penitentiary look, huh?
Yeah, but he would go on stage. He had legs and he had back. It was like, what the Dorian? Because I'm always plugging your YouTube channel because I always say, like, what you're doing in the gym and whatnot, and go watch him.
Thank you.
You got it, man. Do you get that? Do people actually go on your YouTube channel and talk shit on you?
No, actually, I haven't been getting much hate on that at all.
Oh,
if
that's
you look
good.
at some of those like muscle,
lucky you, man.
Go ahead, Dorian. We'll get to Luke after that. Go ahead.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said, "Lucky you," because he gets shit.
But if you look at like the muscle and fitness videos, see, my YouTube channel are people who know me and follow me based off of like my Instagram following, probably.
Yeah.
So these are like people who probably like me. But when Muscle and Fitness released their video series of like the day in the life, a day of eating, the training, those were getting like over 500,000 views. And people were, and it's funny because we did 2 rounds of these. In the first round, people were just shitting on me. And it kind of hurt my feelings reading through these comments. Then I'm thinking like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm the one on the video. I know what I'm talking about. Fuck these guys. But the second round of videos came out and people kind of liked me from the first round. So people started defending me. And like people who did talk shit, people would be like, no, this guy's legit. Leave him alone.
Do you know how great that feels when you have like somebody defend you that you don't know?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, thank you. So go ahead, Luke. Who shits on you on Instagram?
Oh, I usually ignore them. I don't even reply to them, and then I'm like, yo, I have the power. I just delete their messages. Like now you can't even see what you posted. So I I'm like, that you just wasted a whole bunch of time for nothing. I just a lot of times when they say stuff, I'm like, I tell them, I'll reply to them. I say, thank you for your input. Whenever you're in town, feel free to come in and demonstrate how it should be done.
Right.
You know, that's what I.
No, that's like, when you're telling professional bodybuilders like how to train, that's like telling a professional MLB pitcher how to pitch.
Throw a fastball.
Like, I mean, it's just unbelievable. Will you get that too, Bo?
I just tell them I got over 30 years in this.
Yeah, really.
What can you tell me? I got over 30 years in this stuff. It ain't nothing you can tell me.
It's unreal. Like I get it. I get it. I don't get it as well. You know what it is? It doesn't bother me as much. At the beginning, when I first started the channel, if I got negative stuff, it would bother me. But then now it just rolls off my shoulder. And I don't delete them. The only time I delete them is if it's really bad. Like really bad. Like when I had who's that guy on Mish? When I had him on before the fight, like when did I have him on? Last year or 2 years ago, whatever it was.
Was that?
With Mish, with Fuad's ex-friend, and he had
right.
and then somebody actually put Fuad's address in the comment section.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And I was at work, and Mish Fuad actually messaged me, and he's like, can you delete that? And I was like, yeah, no problem. So I wasn't home, so I had to call the girl that was editing my stuff for me to take it down. So she's like, yeah, she took it down right away. Then there was another guy on my other channel. I think this is the only two comments I ever deleted. There's another guy on my other channel, Johnny A Light, who was a former mob guy. Because I interview all those guys on the other channel and whatnot. And his daughter recently overdosed on fentanyl. And
Oh wow.
yeah, it was really bad. She was, this was only a couple of years ago, and I had him on last year or something like that. And somebody made a terrible comment about his daughter, and I caught it. I deleted it right away, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding! Like you can't do. I mean that's low. Yeah, that's lower than low. So, but other than that, if you say terrible things about me, I don't care. You got to go to that.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I only delete it because I got friends that I train with, and friends that don't go to the gym. They take offense to it, like somebody was talking to them, and they start arguing with me. I'm like,
really?
Okay, yeah. So that's why I delete it. I'm like, that they get pissed, and I'm not. So I just delete it.
You have close friends. I don't have any friends that do that. I have people that watch my channel that do it. I do not have any friends. I don't even have a family that does that. I don't even, like, do you really, Bo?
Yeah, like I got a lot of women sisters. It's like maybe 15 of us. When I tell you they don't bother nobody, none.
Right.
People get on there and be saying certain things. I shoot something back. Like if you shoot something at me, hey, I got a smart mouth. I'm gonna shoot something back. When you open your mouth and say something about me, that means you open the door for me to talk about your kids, your grandmama, your mama. I go foul right along with them. Then I'd be like, I'm tired of them. I just go and block them or delete them then.
Yeah. No, I just don't pay it any mind for the most part. I really don't. I just don't let it, because you gotta have thick skin. And I knew going into this. Yeah. I knew going into this when I started the channel. I made 2 promises to myself when I started, especially the bodybuilding channel, because I knew I was going to be branding myself. The 2 promises I made to myself when I started the bodybuilding channel. The first one was, don't take offense to any comments. It's gonna come. It happens to the best of us, right? It's gonna come. So don't take offense to it. The other one was, don't be a bitch. Like if you get into a if you get into an argument with somebody online, don't not go to the New York Pro because you know he's going to be there. Like, go and don't be a punk. Like, just because you had an argument online, just don't be a punk. Go and face that guy. As a matter of fact, I remember I went to the New York Pro and I remember Martin Fitzwater blocked me because I reported the him getting arrested, and then he said something mean on Instagram. Well, I went and I had the shirt on with Livia in the back, but he almost won, so he didn't give a shit about me.
Right.
You know, so there's a part of me that was really hoping he would say something.
Martin actually a good dude. I've been knowing Martin since 2018.
Martin is turning out to be one of, I mean, put a gun to my head and you could make that argument that he's the next Mr. Olympia. He's that fucking good because his shape and he doesn't have any flaws in his physique, and his shape is amazing, and he comes in chiseled. Whatever he did in his life to change and get his shit straight, fucking worked.
Yeah, I think he took that time that he took off. I think he did some good, like some reflecting, and came back, and he's just all about business now. And that's the Martin Fitzwater everybody likes now.
Oh yeah, dude, he shocked the world at the Olympia.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's only going to get better. What is he, 27, 28? He's
young. He's 25.
25. If he's that young, oh, dude, he's.
Because when I first met him, he was 18 when I first met him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing less talk and more work now.
Yeah, because at the beginning, he had the falling out with Branch. Branch was training him, then they had the falling out. Branch never said anything about it. But you could tell because they parted ways. Then he had some trouble with Andrew Jack, Nick Walker, and then I guess
I didn't hear about that.
Nick, remember he talked about his veins in his calves, saying that he's gonna die and all that bullshit.
No, I don't know.
This is like maybe 3 or 4 years ago when he first broke out onto the
he was going after everybody.
Yeah, and same thing with Andrew Jack. I don't know. He said something shitty about him.
It was a racist remark.
It was something like that. Chocolate pudding, something stupid like that. Yeah, but I think maybe when he got arrested, it was like maybe it was an eye opener for him because he just did a complete 180. And as a bodybuilding fan, I'm happy he did because he turned out to be some bodybuilder, man. And he keeps his head on straight. He could totally, because he's young. These guys, Samson is approaching 40. Hadi is over 40. Derek is.
Hadi's 35.
Hadi's 35?
Yeah.
Hadi Chupa is 35?
Yeah.
Is he really? I thought he was older than that. You might be right, though.
He's
Derek is
30.
Derek's still young.
Yeah, he's 30. Yeah.
But this guy, if he's in his mid-20s, he's got plenty of time, man. Hadi Chupan, bodybuilder. You're right, he's 37. Yeah.
Yeah, you got him. You got Martin. You got Good Vito.
Yeah. Good Vito. There's a lot of good guys.
Picnic if he ever get on stage. What's his name?
Nexzilla.
Yeah, Nexzilla.
Nexzilla. And there's a lot of guys.
And you got Thomas too. If he gets it.
Yeah, Carlos.
Right. Yeah.
Carlos has to show the world something at this Arnold Classic.
Dude, he's looking crazy. He's looking crazy, dude.
He looks like he's on his way. Yeah. I'm not gonna. He looks like he's on his way.
I hope he dials it in, dude, because he's gonna.
Yeah, me too.
He's gonna turn some heads.
Let's see. Let's pull him up actually. If Carlos looks like he's really, yeah.
Hey, man, you better take that on, man. Don't make Mike call you.
I think Mike ruined his reputation, man.
Man, don't make Mike call you.
Which one is
right there? Yeah, go to the middle.
This one?
No, the other one.
Let me see.
Look at that. Jesus, dude.
The abs and thigh right there.
Abs and thigh. Where do you see that?
Is it a video?
Second one down in the middle.
Second one down in the middle.
You're going the wrong way.
This one right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, now look at the video on there.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, because he's about 7 weeks out? So
about 7 now, yeah.
Yeah. So if he could keep dialing it in,
So for him at 7, this is really good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The problem is, Samson is the problem. Well, Samson's a problem for everybody, because the guy just, the guy already has, separation in his quads and his glutes and his hamstring.
The thing is, Samson has to beat Samson at Olympia.
Right.
If he doesn't, that's his biggest challenge. If he doesn't, then it's just somebody's gonna beat him in the Arnold.
You think so? I think.
Oh no, I kind of disagree.
God,
He ain't even got to beat his Olympia look. He just got to bring
match
that
it.
Olympia look. If he can match that look, only somebody who will have a chance is Andrew Jack.
Yeah, because both because that's what all the judges are going to base it off of. They're going to be looking at him like, okay, does he look better than the Olympia? If he does it, they're going to look at the next person.
Yeah, I think the only person that he's good that might give him a run for his money in this lineup, unless he misses the mark, is going to be Derek. Because Derek doesn't look like he's fooling around either. To be honest with you, I think Derek means business.
Now that he went to Chris Aceto, that conditioning going to be. I think that conditioning is going to be crazy this time.
Yeah. That's what I forgot Derek is doing.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This was last week, and look at his quads and his
he has to redeem himself. He has to redeem himself.
But look, hey, y'all, think about it. Every time Andrew Jack take off, and he come back and do that Texas Pro, how do he look?
Oh yeah.
Every time he take off, now it's proven.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
if you give him time to take off, he come back and do that first show. The man look lights out.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yep.
But for some reason, when you get, when you put him in a lineup like the Arnold Classic and the Olympia, that's when he gets exposed. I mean, he's still breaking. What was he breaking the top 6 or whatever at the Olympia? Don't get me wrong. But when you got to stand next to Derek and Hadi and Samson, it's a different story.
Even now, if you put it next to Carlos, because Carlos has that complete look, where Andrew's always going to look a little lankier.
Right.
Like, Andrew could win all these other shows, but if everybody shows up at the Olympia and everybody shows up at the Arnold, he's not going to win those shows.
Yeah.
He could win all the other ones.
The one
he's not going to win one with the top 3 guys.
He doesn't.
If everybody show up, Derek and Samson gonna be the top 2.
Yeah, I think so. Samson and Derek.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Yep. You got some like you don't Akeem looked amazing.
Akeem's looking fucking good.
He's getting better by the week.
Akeem looks
getting better by the week, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing to his lats, but his lats is hanging low.
Yo, I don't know what it.
Don't watch. Go to the other picture when you get done. Look at his lats.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
I don't know what he did to make improvements, man, but I think Aceto's working with him too, right?
Yep. He's working with Aceto. Yep.
Yeah, and he's just this guy. He's going to be dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him in the 3 or 4 spot. To be honest with you, if he comes in in the shape that he hit him in the last show, the guy's just,
That's a massive man.
he's already got the striations in his quads and his glutes from the side. I mean, that's impressive, man.
Shoulder look good and everything.
Yeah. Another guy, James Hollingshead. I know he's a. Excuse me. I know he's a wild card, but he's no slouch.
Yeah, his back look good right now.
This is going to be some. He's in him and let's see, when was this? Because he doesn't really pose a lot of. See, I look at this and just looking at his legs, Akeem's legs got him beat. But when was this? This was 3 days ago. Is this the only shot? From 3 days.
He coming down from 300 pounds too.
Is he really?
Big dude.
Yeah, he doesn't really he doesn't show a lot of shit with shirts off. Like there's Andrew Jack. And the other guy that is a wild card is Clarita. You really can't count him out either. I mean the guy is 5'2", but he's a beast. I mean, this was 6 days ago. 2020 Arnold Classic. Oh no, this was his debut.
That's throwback.
Yeah. So, but I mean, this lineup's gonna be stacked. Who else am I missing in this lineup?
Justin Rodriguez is in there.
Oh, good head, God, good Lord.
Oh, is he? He working with a different coach.
Is he?
Men Factory.
Who's he working with? Jesus Christ, because that's the only person that's gonna save him.
He working with a different coach.
Justin Rodriguez. Did he?
BB Justin.
What is it?
IFBB Justin.
All right, IFBB. No.
There it is. Third one down.
This one right here. Oh yeah, there we go. I thought he blocked me. When was this?
I think that was last Arnold.
That was. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't know, and it's just that Justin is just age is catching up to him. That's all it is.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? Like 8 years ago, 5 years ago, the guy was no joke. He was a threat in any lineup. It's just, it's inevitable. Age is catching up. There's
the Arnold lineup right there in the middle.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you saying age, but look at William Bonac.
Yeah, Bonak's a different animal, though, dude. Bonac is just freaky. Just Bonac and Bonac, Curry, the older guys, they just have what it takes to hang on. I don't know if it's genetics. I don't know if it's the training, but they really do. They just have what it takes to. John De La Rosa is doing this. That's going to be some show for him. There's a rough lineup for him. Let's see. Bonac is.
Yeah, Bonac look good.
Bonac's
look like he bringing that old Bonac back though.
Bonac is a freak.
Much fuller.
And he had like a couple of years ago, he had a distended waist tissue and he brought it down. He lost a little bit of size, but it served him well, man. It really did. He looks great. He looks phenomenal. This lineup's going to be stacked. I don't know if Brandon puts anything up. Let's see.
Yeah, he just put something up today.
Did he? All right.
He's doing one leg on machine. Yeah.
Well, Brandon Curry's doing it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. This was 2 days ago? Well, he's got plenty of time. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know if that's a new pet photo.
Yeah, I know. That might be an old photo.
I think he's posting that for Gorilla Wear.
Let's see. Yeah, there's really not too I don't know if that's recent or not, but
right. Him doing the leg press though.
Leg press, yeah. See, a lot of the and I would do the same thing. I'm always covered at the gym to begin with. I don't really. I dress for the weather. It's like 10 degrees outside, and I see these girls wearing almost nothing at the gym. It's unbelievable.
Let them wear it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I don't, but there was this one girl, because after New Year's everybody's jumps on the gym bandwagon and New Year, new me. There was this one girl working out where she had a shirt on, but it stops here. Right, there's nothing else here. It stops here. So she has like a sport.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and she has
kind of covers her shoulders and her tits hang out the bottom.
Say that again.
It kind of covers her shoulders, but her tits hang out the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah. And then she's got these short shorts on. So like, you could see the bottom of her ass hanging out. And I'm thinking, no, don't get me wrong. I like looking at it, right? But at the same time, I'm like, it's literally, how cold is it, Luke? I mean, what is it?
Yeah, it's probably cold out here.
20 degrees, 25.
It's got to be freezing. The best is when you get the fat girls that dress like that. Now that is fantastic. I mean, this body positivity thing is something else, man.
Hey, them are the ones you need to be looking at. It's cold outside.
That's a good point.
I'm telling you, look at something that ain't got no weight on. Both of y'all are gonna freeze.
The worst is if you got a fat girl with no titties, and it's like, oh, you don't even have titties. Like that's
you gotta have some titties.
Yeah. I call them a flatso.
Flatso.
Yeah, he really got screwed. Oh shit. But Orange, don't you remember when we were young in the 90s and every girl wanted giant boobs, and now no girls want giant boobs anymore. Now they want a huge ass.
Yeah.
They've made that transition from top to bottom, but you still see that. You still see. I'm not. I shouldn't even.
In
There's.
the in the late 90s, early 2000s, every girl wanted to have giant tits. Thanks to Pam Anderson and who was the other one? Pam
Dolly,
and who?
Dolly Parton.
Well,
And-
yeah, no, I was thinking it was Pam, Anna Nicole Smith, Pam Anderson, and who was the other one? The one who married Dennis Rodman for like 30 minutes.
Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra.
On
Yeah.
Electra, yeah.
And then Kim Kardashian came along and flipped everything upside down.
Right.
And now everybody wants a huge ass. Actually, I think it was J-Lo that really was the first, right? And then after J-Lo, then it was Kim Kardashian. Yeah. So, but like, I don't mind, don't get me wrong. I don't mind a big ass, but it's like, now they don't even have titties. So it's like they look like pears. And like women for years have been avoiding that body shape. And now that's what they want. It's like, it's just, did you want some titties too? I mean, I don't
I like legs. I need a good
You're-
balanced set of legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an acid thigh, man. Acid
Yeah,
thigh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I even when I was younger, if I saw a girl, even with good top, and if she had skinny calves, I'm not.
Really?
No,
I've been,
they had to be
there
balanced.
was this one girl, Dorian, you'll get a kick out of this story. There was this one girl that, I was never Jason Arns where, I could be that selective. Arns was like a celebrity since he was in his 20s, right? So I could never be that selective. There was this girl, and she had the biggest tits, but she was a fat, just like she looked like a fullback. I mean, she was just a beast, but she had the
Fullback.
biggest tits. And she like literally, she was so fat that my knees did not touch the bed when I was on top of her. I was almost planking. I was almost,
Planking.
yeah. I was almost playing. And then I remember like before we got it on, she was like giving me a massage. Yeah, yeah. She was giving me a massage from the front and her titties were in my face. I'm like, oh, you big titties. I'm a titty guy. But then she was so fat that underneath her tits like smelt. And I'm like, oh, you can't.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Didn't stop me at 23 years old, man. I still
Look. Hey, man.
at 23, it didn't stop me. I was like, I'm here now. It is what it is, baby. I can't stop now. Shit.
Yeah, finish the ride.
Yeah. And that was
Can't
it.
get off now.
And here's the funny part. I wanted to hang out with her again several times after that, and every time she turned me down.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Some nerd.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, she really literally like threw her leg on top of me. It was like almost like a elephant leg she was throwing over. It was like difficult for her. And then she's turning me down. What a shock to my. Yeah, it is what it is, man. In my early 20s, I mean, what am I gonna do? And I, I had no money. I was in college. I was in community school. I was driving an Altima. What girl wanted me back then?
Get back to the grease.
Yeah, I had to take it out of my lap. There was this one girl that I used to mess with. Dorian, you'll enjoy this story too. Turned out she had what is it when you epilepsy? Yeah. She had epilepsy, and I remember I was with her in the hotel again. She was like this girl, fat, gross girl, and again, I was in my early 20s. Same thing, fell in my lap. I was like, all right, whatever. And I'm in the bathroom, and I'm looking at myself looking at myself like I am a disgusting human being, and I flushed the condom, cleaned myself off, and then I go outside, and she says to me, "What? Are there any cups in the bathroom?" And I was like, "I don't know." So you got to ask why, right? So you're like, "Why?" She's like, "I got to take my medication." Of course, now you got to ask what kind of medication. I'm like, what do you need medication for? She's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you. I have epilepsy." And I'm like, sweet Jesus, how far down on the pole do I have to go to get laid, for fuck's sake? I mean, what's
That's
next?
not something. It's not like she's got a club foot or something like that where you can, it just stands out. You don't know that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I get it. Like I was rolling the dice, though, don't you think? I mean, it could have.
Easier in the middle of it. It might be great. It's been a big experience for you, man.
Because if she had to take the medication right after, that means she was borderline. Like it was like right, it could have happened right there.
Like, while she in there like that, you be like, oh man, she coming.
Yeah. Well, she's just bugging. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I didn't start really getting selective till I was like in my late 20s. Then I'm like, all right, I can't now. Because then late 20s, I was making a little bit of money, was living on my own, I had a decent car. I'm like, I ain't fucking these fat, ugly bitches anymore.
Hey, you know, it's somebody out there for everybody, man.
For every pot, there's a lid.
So real.
Yes, sir.
My mother used to say that, and it was such a crock of shit because I literally had a cousin that died and never got laid. He just washed his balls, and that was it. It's a nice thing to say. Don't get me wrong. You know?
I don't know now. I don't know about that one.
All right, gentlemen. I'm going to stop it at that. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you fellas.
Yes, sir.
And
thank you.
so Arnold, you joining me Monday night?
5
o'clock?
Yeah, we'll hop on. A little while, right?
Yeah, not long.
Dude, we had the playoffs, so we can't miss. We had a hectic weekend.
No. So, well, what does that work? Like, if we go from 5 to like 5:45, does that work?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, good. And then we could try your microphone.
Oh, dude, then we'll get on a couple minutes earlier, so we try to hook it up.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Have a good night. Talk to you guys later.
Good night.